Hey everyone, happy Friday. So I am going to quickly share with you guys a project that I just completed for a swap. And this is one that I'm participating in over at Art and Sassy, and it is a Ning site. The swap is called the Delightful Domino Book Swap. And one of the co-owners of this Ning site, she also, her name is Kara. She has a YouTube channel, and if you want to check out more examples of these books, you can find it on her channel. So I will link that video. The requirements were you had to make 2 different domino books with a different theme for each one. So my 2 that I chose, my 2 themes were like birds, clocks, flowers, and then this one was more like vintage lady images. And I also made a third one because one of the ladies who is swapping, her name is Gail, we were chatting one night and we decided to do an additional one for each other. And Gail is from New Zealand, so she's doing like an iconic New Zealand images for her swap with me. And I'm doing, I initially thought I would do Canadian one. Well, I mean, I did. But I couldn't find any like domino images with Canadian, photos and I'm not good at resizing photos and stuff like that. Like I have no idea. So I just I did images from my province that I grew up in, because I get like a magazine every month that is published back home, and I just cut images from that. It was like, because I was like getting stressed because I had no idea where I was going to get all these other Canadian images. I even went to Michael's, and the embellishments were too big to fit on the dominoes. But yeah, this is my third one actually. Okay, so let me get started. This domino is the large one. It's 2 inches by 1. I used some alcohol inks on the back. I used this Krylon gold leafing pen for the sides, and seam binding, and just some Recollections pearl bling right there, and then like the Recollections ceramic flower. So it ties on the side. And so there's the front, and like these images I purchased on Etsy, and I just I kind of trimmed them to fit the domino. I didn't have to trim very much, but yeah. So it's a very beautiful image of a mother and her child. Very sweet, love that. And then it opens up like this, and the panel itself measures 9 inches by 1 7/8 of an inch, and then you score it at every 7/8 of an inch. So this is what it looks like unfolded. And this quote that I put in here, you didn't have to do this, I guess, but I did. You could have left it blank. It's your choice. I put the quote from Delusions stamp set. It says, "If you don't shine, you're just dull. Choose to shine." So I love that quote. So these are just some of the images. And then you flip it over, and here are the ones on the back. In the back I left blank. This one is my favorite. She's very beautiful, very elegant. So, and it just folds up accordion style, and then yeah. And I had never made one of these books before. I'm kind of intimidated by small projects. I don't really like to work with like small areas, but I'm getting used to it. And once if you do the measurements correctly, it's actually pretty fast in making these, if you're not measurement challenged like me. So it just does up, you make your bow again, and then on the back here, this is actually a bronze filigree that I cut into quarters. So I just put this little piece there. I use glossy accents just to give it that little vintage embellished look. So that's my first one. This is my second one. And my theme for this one is birds. And I used some fuchsia seam binding, and there is the front image. I stickled the birdie and the swirls and added some seed beads right there, and then some clear white beads to the top. Alcohol inked, and then put the gold leafing pen. And I edged this in honey, one of the Tim Holtz Distress Inks, Wild Honey. So it's edged in Wild Honey. And this one opens up like, you know, the other one. And my quote for this one from the same stamp set, it says, "Until you spread your wings, you have no idea how far you'll fly." So I thought the quote was a good representation of like the bird. And yeah, so these are so cute, you guys. You should definitely try making these. And they, you know, they stand very nicely, as you can see. So there. It's the bird, the clock, the flowers. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and this one, just same thing on the back. The piece of the filigree that I cut. So yeah, it just folds up very nicely, and then you just, you know, you just tie it. And this is the one I made for Gail. Like I said, I just cut the images from a magazine that I get. And I chose blue because the province that I grew up in is an island, so the blue represents the ocean. So this is the front. I took printed this from the internet. It's like a old stamp from the 1930s. And then I put blue seed beads right there. This one opens up as well. This one, like I said, I just took images that kind of represent the culture there. So there is some sled dogs. There's the moose. This is a small town. It's called an outport. See the ocean. This is the Northern Lights. Very beautiful. And the other side is the lighthouse, fishing boat, polar bear. Yes, there are polar bears, but mostly in the northern tip of the province. And then this guy in the winter with his snowshoes. So I hope Gail likes this one. And then on the back, I cut this fussy cut from the magazine. It says "Discover the Rock." So that is my extra domino book for Gail. So yeah. And if you guys are interested, this swap is still open. You can still join and participate, I think. So yeah, so I will put all the information below. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. And have a great day. Bye.